Baby, I gotta tell you, you know what I really miss? Because I had it all planned. I was gonna go ooh la la for about two and a half hours. Ooh la 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 la, ooh la la. But you know what? It's okay. We're gonna do some oohing and la la next season. Looks like the 49ers soup is getting ready to get spiced up, if you know what I mean. I mean, whoa! John and Kyle are both in Indianapolis. They checked out, got off the airplane, went to Lucas Oil Stadium, and started checking things out from day one. And this gives you an idea as to what's going to happen in that wide receiver room. From day one, we're reportedly chatting up a couple of outrageous prospects. One is Justin Jefferson and Jalen Reagor. Hey, how come nobody's mentioned Jalen Reagor? I can't wait to go check him out. That, by the way, that activity does not look like a smokescreen. You know, normally the 49ers in the past couple of seasons we've been with John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, there should have been past 3 seasons. Yeah, you know, Lynch is good at BSing, right? So, you know, they usually go talk to people they have no intention of drafting, right? Could still be the case. The 49ers wide receiver room will most likely look different in 2020, fam. You already know this, though. In fact, I'm talking about TCU's wide receiver, Jalen Reagor, man. The dude who I mentioned just a second ago, he met with the 49ers at the Combine and addressed apparently a few media people. He was quoted saying he has Debo Samuel's versatility and Tyreek Hill's speed. Say what? Really? See, these dudes are coming in. You just came off a TCU campus, and you're out here talking mad. I mean, come on, man. That's a machine. I mean, can you imagine Debo Samuel's skill set and Hill's speed? I want to put a jet sweep crossing each other. So the defense said, oh, my God. Hey, give it. Stabler, just stay where you are. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Oh, man. Keep an eye on that boy. I'm telling you, in the 40, he's aiming for a 4.2, whatever. So 4.3 is probably not an option with him. He's got that kind of speed. Dude is built powerfully, too. You know, he can take a shot and keep on rolling. See, this is why Jason he also said, I'm a big play waiting to happen. See, I gotta have respect for that. You know what I'm saying? If he feels like he's that much of a badass, I definitely want him. Get him into Santa Clara. Get him in there. Get him in there, John. Lord, let it happen. Anyway, because here's the thing, fam. Marquise Goodwin and Dante Pettis did not see the field during the 49ers' final game of the 2019 season, which could be an indication of what is to come for that wide receiver room. We speculated all last season long. Everybody's always crying. We've been crying about we need a number one wide receiver. I've always been the one that said, but in Kyle Shanahan's system, it's not necessary for this. Just have some basic skills and you'll be okay because the ball, you'll be running out open all the time anyway. Which is almost the case. Because once Debo Samuel and Kendrick Bourne, now these guys, Debo Samuel's definitely going to be a star. But Kendrick is like a fringe dude. Kendrick could go, I don't know where his upside is. I don't know if he's reached his ceiling, but he did a good job last year, a better job than he did the year before. If Kendrick continues to excel, if he remains on this team, you notice how I said if he remains on this team, because I'm not sure what's going to happen this summer. John and Kyle are as pissed off, maybe more so than we are, about losing the Super Bowl to a team that had no business beating us. Now, was it an offensive situation? Because the defense did a good job of keeping that team down, and that's one of the best offensive in the world for a long time. 49ers didn't let them get loose in the last minute, but that may have been because the 49ers did not have possession of that ball as long as they should have. You know what I'm saying? So, Coach spent most of the season using a rotation with receivers, but E-Man, Debo, and KB emerged as the primary targets during the playoffs. 2017, Keith had a breakout campaign in his first season with the Niners, nearly hitting the 1,000-yard receiving mark. He hit 962 yards, and I was loving me some Isaac Keys. All that top-end speed, that's exactly what we need. And you go tell me you could go out there and run routes and catch the ball too? Good Lord. They couldn't do nothing with him that year. You play up on him, he runs around on you. If you don't be careful, Keese is gone. Dante had a promising 2018 rookie season with an average of 17.3 yards per reception, catching 60% of his targets. Ain't nobody seen that Dante since. The hell? Both Keese and Dante saw a tremendous drop in production in 2019. Several factors in play regarding their futures. Because the wide receiver class in the upcoming 2020 NFL draft could be in one of the deepest and most talented groups the league, check this out, has ever seen. Now, you know when Kyle and John went there, they weren't thinking about nothing else but getting some of this. That's going to influence what John Lynch and his staff will do come April 23rd to 25th. The 49ers also hope to see both Trent Taylor and Jalen Hurd return to the lineup after they missed their entire 2019 seasons with injuries. But they have to keep in mind, too, Trent's been having this issue ever since he first arrived. Yeah, he opened up that first season, was just kicking butt. Then he got hurt and followed the season. He had a back situation that wouldn't leave him alone. Last year, he had a foot situation that would not leave him alone. He's a good football player, but his durability is in question. Niners would prefer to gain some trade value for Goodwin as opposed to releasing a receiver whose speed can take the top off of a defense. You can get something for that kind of a guy. But see, this is the kind of thing that bothers me because I don't know if you developed a link with Keese or not, but I did. I love that guy, man. Yesterday, Shanahan said, quote, "We don't want to release Keese. He's too valuable." I know he fell out of the rotation last year. Then he had an injury that he wanted to go on IR so he could get it cleaned up, and I think it's right now. But Keese is a guy who can play in this league, and if he's on our team, he is going to be competing with that group. And if not, I feel pretty confident with another team wanting him. Unquote. This is similar to the 49ers group of running backs. Both Lynch and Shanahan would like to keep the band together. Just keep the band together. I know, but he's got to be playing some music, you know what I'm saying? But they know they can't keep everyone. That's the sad and honest-to-God reality of this whole situation. Like everything else, the roster must change. Lynch said, quote, "We like our group. I think we like the core of our group. The draft class is incredibly strong. This is my fourth combine. It's as good as I've ever seen. The depth of it, the top-end players, it's a really good class," unquote. And this is that year where we finally get to where we're going, establish ourselves as a force, and, of course, with that comes no draft picks in the early rounds. The spotlight is on Dante, fam, who has 2 remaining seasons on his 4-year rookie contract. And Shanahan is looking for an increased sense of urgency that was lacking in his sophomore year. Shanahan's being very PC about it with his wording. There's some other ways I would have put in that whole There's other ways I would have put that situation. Coach is hoping to see a significant difference in Pettis when the offseason program begins in April. Dante. See, I get on him. He makes me mad because he's so damn good. I just want to see, Shannon's quote said, "I just want to see when he comes back that while he has been away, he's been on a mission." And I think that's what some guys go through. I think that Dante did that more his rookie year, trying to make the league and stuff. I think he took a documented step back in his second year. Which I've been around a lot of players who have done that, unquote. Shanahan and Lynch would both like to see Sanders return for the 2020 season, but it's questionable if they'll be able to afford him with big extensions looming for George and Defoe. Fam, you know what? It's over. You know what? I'm making up my mind right now. It's done. We will not see Emmanuel Sanders next year. So you need to start getting used to it now. Hopefully what Emmanuel did leave is planted in the minds of those youngsters what it takes to be a pro football player, especially at the wide receiver. Debo and Kendrick picked it up immediately. Dante, I don't know what he... Anyway, word is already out that Kittle is expected to sign an extension this offseason that will make him the NFL's highest paid tight end. Shanahan said there has already been some discussion of the looming deal. About draft day, by the way, fam, about draft weekend speculations are already out there. It seems likely that the 49ers will trade down to accumulate more draft picks since their number 31 overall selection is their lone pick in the first 4 rounds. That's not a lot of fun, especially with this class. Asked about that possibility, General Manager John Lynch was particularly non-committal. He stated, quote, John's going to say it like he always said, John's so good at this. I think important. First, John, I know he started. They didn't put it down there, but I know John starts off everything when he's getting ready to tell a story. I can tell you. I think the important part right now is that we're prepared for all scenarios. So the best way to do that is to do our due diligence in terms of getting ready for the draft class, the free agent class, and evaluating our own players. And he'll do that. I just want to make sure, John, man, you all the wide receivers in this class, if you're not going to bring back, and I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to afford to bring back E-Man Sanders. And there's all kinds of guys, John. Get one of them now. Come on now. You know what? They got more. If the 49ers trade back in the second round, which I think they're going to do, they're going to try to. I think they're going to get their man in that second round. Exciting days in April, fam. Oh, my goodness. And we check out, see what you got going on up here. T12W says Jalen Hurd will be our secret weapon that will sneak up on a lot of teams. We will have 2 wide receivers that will have 400 yards rushing with a league record 5 players on the team that will have 400 yards. If Jalen Hurd is anything like he was against the Cowboys that day, if he could just stay healthy. But according to Richard Hart, he won't. He says Jalen Hurd didn't go to the Super Bowl because they were afraid the plane ride could re-injure his back. That's not good news at all. Hey, come on, Rich, man. You know what? Don't talk these things into existence, man. He's not that fragile. But, if his playing style is like that, he is going to be, well, you know what? You can lift all the weights in the world because the dude did not come into the season weak and that happened. So we'll see. Matt S. said, hey, shout out from Bend, Oregon. What's up, Matt? Kiki Warren said, what up, faithful fam? And the haters, I think Goodwin may be out of there. We have too many wide receivers coming back this year, and he can't stay healthy. Hashtag sorry, Goodwin. They probably are going to trade Marquise if they can find somebody to make a deal with. I don't know if they're going to do it between now and draft night. I wonder what they can get for Marquise. I wonder if there's a market for him, actually. Because you're not on display a lot. Of course, there wasn't a market for him when Kyle went and got him, he wasn't high on anybody's list. Kyle went and got him because of his offense, right? So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, But anyway, man, I'll tell you right, man. Some of these wide receivers, man, I ain't checked out Henry Ruggs yet. Henry Ruggs is that wide receiver too, right? Yeah, there's some guys running all over the place, man. All right. Let me see. It's Jack. Be nimble. Jack, be quick. Jack, get on in here.
Yeah, damn. What's up, baby? Is it me or is everybody calling my name, huh? Did I not tell you that a few weeks ago? Everybody forgets because Jack was right as usual. I told you guys we ain't trading back. We are going to stay put and pretty, or we're going to move up and get our guy because we don't have over 2 spots that can be overtaken for a starting position. So we're going to find our guy, whether it be Laviska Shenault or it better be
who's that? Who's Laviska?
Laviska Shenault, the wide receiver from Colorado, or Brandon Ayuk, which I mentioned a few weeks ago. But everybody always forgets until the draft happens and Jamal Adams become an All-Pro. Everybody says, "Oh shit, Jack was right." But anyways, it doesn't matter. Listen, hey, I just want to know one thing, man. Why does everybody got to hate on my boy J.A., huh?
Wait.
Jamal Adams, man. Jamal Adams. I said that last night.
Everybody loves Jamal Adams. Yeah.
Hey, man, I was just joking. Look, we got to trade that for his ass. But listen, if we get if we do go cornerback, get the young man from TCU. I can't even think of his name right now. I'm so hyped this shit. Or get my boy from Fresno who plays for Utah, Jay Johnson. That man's bad too.
You know, because I
You know
haven't
what I'm
looked at
talking
college
about?
players yet. I wish I could help you out with this, Jack. I'm not even checking out the college players yet. I should, though. I
You know
will
what?
at the
This
combine. I
is
always
like
know them
Mel
after the
Kiper
combine.
2.0. Mel Kiper 2.0. Mel Kiper 2.0. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the official one, which is Jack's going to always come up with some crazy shit because I'm in this draft this year, baby. So you guys better be ready for that thunder and lightning that Tyson Fury from England brought for your ass and Deontay Wilder's ass last Saturday night. I'm going to bring it this year, baby. And I'm telling you, those two guys are those four guys are some bad mamma jammas on both sides of the ball. But this year, we need a playmaker. Everything else is in line. I don't even want a safety looking at these safeties. And you know, Jack, just like Ronbo, played the safety position. I also played wide receiver. If you forgot from a few years ago, they called me 7-Eleven on the field because I was always open. But anyway, that's another story for another day. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta
Listen,
throw the
all
flag
I'm
on
saying
it.
is we need a playmaker, cornerback, or a wide receiver. I got to go. I'm listening in. Love all of y'all. Let's keep it rolling, baby.
All right, Jack. Good stuff. I'll keep an eye on these college players so I can help you out next time. Thanks, Jack.
Yeah!
There he goes, Mr. 7-Eleven. Hey, Joe. Where you going with that gun in your hand? Big Joe.
What's up, Ronbo?
Big Joe, man. I'm sitting here, man. Wide receiver class is just... Joe, don't let that dog get away, man. I don't want him to bite me. Anyway.
Nah, you good.
Wide receiver class is dope this year. You know, we really got to get one of these guys. I'm already thinking this one dude, because Joe, I got to tell you, I'm telling myself right now, Emmanuel Sanders ain't coming back, man. We got too many people got to get paid. And I'm not crazy about losing Eric Armstead. They're talking about paying George Kittle this year. DeForest Buckner hasn't been paid. And you know what, E-Man, you know what? I got a feeling it's going to be Debo's going to take care of the number one position next year anyway. All right, I'm done. But what are your feelings on this?
Well, you know, I always started right. Shout out to the Empire. Shout out to you, Ronbo.
Thanks.
Shout out to all the Niners fans. You know, I guess we still a little bit in pain because I heard you saying from the beginning you should have been singing "Ooh La La" for 2 hours.
I'll tell you what, boy.
Yeah, but for my reason, we got to have trust in Kyle and Lynch. But damn that. Hold on. Let me rewind that real quick.
Right.
Kyle owed me a Super Bowl. I'm not letting him off the hook.
You and me both. Sent him to Bill
He
a
owed me
few
a Super
days
Bowl.
ago, actually.
He owed me a Super Bowl. So I got a good feeling about us because our schedule fits us with the AFC East and the NFC least. And then Green Bay don't want no smoke with us. And I think New Orleans is gonna have a down year. I really believe that in my heart. And 49ers fans and Ronbo and everybody in the chat, y'all just better get ready because John Lynch made it very clear that he is keeping Dante Pettis.
Oh, I saw that. But wait, Big Joe. Dante has been assigned, I don't know what they told him, but Kyle's underlining the phrase man on a mission. Now, if he comes in here and he ain't got no mission, well, Dante could be in serious trouble, especially if we bring in a wide receiver to just kick ass. And I don't think Dante can beat Kendrick out right now. It's going to be hilarious to see what happens. Everybody's going to be watching Dante. Everybody.
I think we're going to end up keeping Dante and Goodwin. And I hate to be the one to say that.
How come?
Yeah, because we're going to end up drafting a corner or a wide receiver in that first pick. I really wanted to trade out to get more picks, but I think I think John Lynch and Shanahan already got their eye on somebody.
You know they do.
And Dante.
You don't know what to say. That's what I do. Every time I say his name, I don't know what to say next. Dante. All I use is Dante.
That's like one of the most confusing positions on our team because we got so much depth with everybody, with Debo coming out, and you know what I mean, your man Kendrick Bourne showed me a lot this year, so I'm on board with him now. Because before the season started, I wanted him out of there.
But Dante's got skills. That's what pisses me off. Yeah, he should have looked way. Yeah. Dante may have the best route running ability on that team. Big Joe, that boy got talent, but he ain't got no dog in him.
I agree. He ain't got no dog in him. That's what I was about to say. He ain't got no dog in him. Debo got that dog in him.
Oh, dude, Debo got 2 or 3 dogs.
Yeah, so like I mean, if we can get Emmanuel Sanders back on the league minimum, if he want to come back, because he's not worth that money he's trying to get. Come on now. But if
maybe
we got to get somebody. We got to get somebody for Sherman's replacement because
Sherman's got about another
Steve.
year at most this year, next year, to be fully
if
effective.
we move him to safety, we'll be fine. But we got to prioritize bringing our whole defense, our starting defense back, and then I'll be fine with whatever we do because I think these dudes. I'm telling you right now, Ronbo. I know it's February, and we still about 8, 9 months away from football season, whatever it is.
Yeah. You have to get the combine and free agency coming up. It starts to go fast after that. Yeah. This is what happens when you play late into the season. It's before you know it, you're back out there. Mm-hmm.
Back out there. I think we're going to see an angry and focused San Francisco 49ers.
And added maturity and experience. That's what I like the best. They made some mistakes. They know what they are.
And we're going to see the real Jimmy Garoppolo this year.
Yeah.
I really believe it.
I do too.
We're going to see the real Jimmy Garoppolo this year. And we just got to tweak up a little things. We're in a good position. Mm-hmm. So there's no need for the Niners fans to panic. We're in a good position. And they got me scratching my head with Dante and Goodwin. Once he came out and said that at the draft yesterday, the pre-draft workout, I was like, oh, Lord, he's been my worst nightmare. He's keeping his boy. But, we got to ride with him.
Yeah. They just don't want to get rid of him because of that top-end speed. But listen, Joe, I got to tell you, the 49ers are about winning. You could see it in John and Kyle's face. That loss to the Chiefs has left a bitter taste in their mouth. They're going to do whatever they have to do, and they've addressed everything and had Parag and his genius in there. They've probably got 30,000 pieces of software determining what is needed to make them omnipotent.
The only time, I'm going to let you go too after this, the only time I've seen Pettis have a dog in him is last year in Seattle. He played, I was like, okay, maybe this is what we need. He might be. And then after that, it's just like, I don't think he understands the offense. And like I said, he just something got to come out of him, man. But we in a good situation, and I believe in what they're doing, man.
Yeah. Because his first year, he seemed like he knew the offense. I don't know about Dante. I still worry that he does not like to get hit. And sometimes I didn't believe it, but I seen it. I said, oh, man, Dante's dodging.
And we forgot one important thing, too. Ronbo. And then I'm going.
What's that?
They still talking about keeping McKinnon.
No, I know. And, Joe, that's all about a money thing. I paid this dude $16 million. He go do something for me. You know what I'm saying? We ain't donating. Man, get him out here and see what he's got. If we go cut him, he's going to show us why first. So,
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Have a good night, Ronbo, man.
All right, Big Joe. Love to hear from you, fam. So I'll be back tomorrow. It's that, because we got the combine. Yeah, tomorrow they start. All right. All right, Joe. Have a good night, fam.
Yeah. You too.
Ellis.
Ronbo.
Ellis. Ellis. Ellis, we on that. We was gonna finally arrive to this because see, we went through last season with running with wide receivers that pretty much were schooled up and trained at the last few minutes by E-Man Sanders. Now, what's that called? Sensei of our wide receiving group may be leaving. You like the Ninja Turtles with Shredder? Shredder is leaving, man. I dare you. And now the boys is out there on their own. So Debo's gonna be your number one receiver. I got to feel. You agree with that? I'm thinking Debo's gonna be the number one dude. Now, pick up a couple of dudes or a dude. You got Jalen Hurd to back him up. You got Trent Taylor's back, and Trent's gonna be if he can stay healthy, he's gonna be a bad dude. And pick up maybe a dude from the draft because there's all kinds of stars. Man, we'd be ready to roll. I still got Kendrick and hold. What are you thinking?
You said you still got Kendrick what?
Kendrick on standby. The first dude that goes by, here's what I like about Kendrick. Kendrick won't start, but the first dude that goes down, Kendrick, get that 84 butt over here. And since we get down to 15-yard line, 84, where you at? out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, Kendrick, his skill set, if I don't have him for nothing but fourth or third and goal, 15 yards out, boy, and he got better last year than he was the year before. And he wasn't bad the year before. Now, I figure next year, look out for Kendrick. But go ahead, Ellis. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
I get too excited.
I actually, no, it's all good. It's normal. That's what we do. You know what I mean? It's exciting. You know what I mean? It's natural. I really like Kendrick a lot. I think that as he matures, he can become extremely dominant in years to come. If he can really get, he's already got kind of that that dog. He got enough dog in him to get him to the to get him in a position where he can be feared already. I mean, he's already kind of made that clear, especially on the goal line. We could have utilized him a whole lot more, and I think we'll start doing that. To be honest, I think Kendrick's got another level to his game as well. Like, of course, we're going to see from Debo. I see Debo definitely being, our number one. It's not sounding too promising with Emmanuel. I was watching John talk about, our issues, with, finances and whatnot, and being able to, have the amount of funds that we need to retain everybody. So it's looking like, we're not going to, like you were saying, we're probably not going to get Emmanuel back. But at the end of the day, whether we do or we don't, I think we'll be fine. I would love to have him back. But we won't worry too much about it because, some strings can get pulled, stuff's going to happen. I think what I like about John is he's so poised and he's so well calculated in the things that he says and how he addresses things when it comes to the media. It's comforting to know that you got somebody like that as your GM, and especially in conjunction with Kyle. I honestly, I'm not worried too much. I just want to know what the hell's going on. You know what I mean? I'm just like, all right, guys, come on, tell us what's going on.
And then you start guessing and speculating, and you might be wrong.
Yeah, and the negativity can kind of come in and overwhelm us, and then with all the talk and the different things being speculated throughout the league without any actual facts, i.e. the Buckner, stuff and rumors and things. You get lost in the sauce, and then we're talking and having discussions about things that aren't even realistic. So
I know I think we go off on off on the wrong end sometimes.
Yeah, but it's good to throw things back and forth and kind of see what's going on, and I mean it's part of the it's just part of it. We want to know what's going on. We're eager,
absolutely.
And
that's love.
So I'm just hopeful that since they're looking at receivers already, I mean I don't know what the hell that says. I thought we were deep enough.
As soon as they got off the plane, didn't even change clothes to take a shower. hey, I got Jalen, come here, come here, fella, let me talk to you. I mean,
right.
And that dude Reagor, man, that dude's a madman. I want to see if he is what he says he is. I'm going to be watching for that. He runs less than 4.3. Ellis, I got to tell you right now, Lynch and Shanahan may be trading up. They'll give up every last asset they got. You got the versatility of Debo, and you running less than 4.3? We want to see. Ooh,
oh, my goodness.
Damn!
Oh,
whoa.
My goodness.
Dude's built like a tank.
They're not going to.
He may be right.
Yeah, they're not going to know. I don't think they're going to know what's going to hit them next year. They're going to be, everybody's going to be so fixated on trying to, I think, keep up with us. And, I mean, think about it. We had rookies and we had unknown players, and we were just dominating the NFL. It's a lot of guys, a lot of teams can't say that they had that. They had the big name, big contract guys, and we have these rookies and, unknown guys that have been on 6-7 teams and all of that just came in, and we totally took the NFL by storm. So I think next year is going to be, the same thing. Of course, they don't have us really in high regards when it comes to making it to the, how many wins did they say we're only going to have next year again?
10 or less.
Okay. Well, we'll of course, I think we'll exceed 10 clearly, but anything less than 10 is uncivilized.
Fail. Complete fail. It really is. Then we will be the Rams. Because they're comparing us to the Rams. I said, oh, no. Y'all need to understand one thing about the Rams. The Rams were embarrassed in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. We were not embarrassed. We lost that game at the last couple of minutes, which is embarrassing, but it's a different embarrassment, Shoot.
Yeah, it's totally apples to oranges, man. You cannot compare us to the Rams in any facet. we have way more of an evenly balanced and dominating team. Our depth, like I said, our depth has everybody scared. Now everybody wants to try to have second and third stringers that can come in and, yeah, man, I'm telling you, we're setting a trend. So, they're just going to have to, they'll put their foots in their mouths, and, we're going to get there. We're going to get some nice balance from, once I think the combine and stuff comes up. I'm eager. I already have mine recorded on my DVR, in case I'm not at home to catch the combine and see what kind of talent we got coming in.
All right.
I'm confident, though, Rombo.
You should be, because the guys we got working for us, they know what they're doing. I'll be back tomorrow. Man. You can watch that combine, and then we'll talk about it tomorrow night.
Yes, indeed, fam. Yes, indeed. Go Niners all the way. Shout out to you, Ronbo, of course, as always, and the entire, Niner faithful, man. Let's go, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, fam.
Night, fam.
Talk to you tomorrow. Peace, champ.
Hey, I got corrected. It's Master Splinter. Hey, trivia question. Name all 3 Ninja Turtles. Donatello. Is it 3 or 4? Donatello. What's that? I've lost their names. I'm not. And I should be a freak over the Ninja Turtles, man. I know it tells you something about, I like their skills, okay? Rakeem Jumani. Thanks, fam. He says, love the shows. I have NFL Sunday ticket, and I am a season ticket holder, but I must say my favorite game day tradition is to watch and listen to you, brother. Rakeem, man, I'm just overly flattered, fam. Thanks. I tell you, man, it's all about the passion and love. We probably have a similar thing. We just love this team. And we know we made a mistake. We're better than that. We got D'Angelo Mosley. Boy, I love this, because this is the kind of thing that gets Jack going in the offseason. So, Jack, D'Angelo says, LaVisca looks slow like a 4.5. Oh, Jack, I don't need that. Jack, 4.5? If he ain't running a 4.4 or less, I'm not happy with that either. I need a 4.3 or less. I got Debo to take care of all that kind of work. I got Jalen Hurd also can take care of that. I need somebody that, as soon as he takes off the block, ding, get back. Hey, Dre, come on in, man. Oh, there it is.
Yo, what's happening with it, Ronbo?
Michelangelo, Leonardo. There you go, Miner. Dre, I'm sitting here tripping, man, because the first thing John and Kyle did, they didn't go in looking for nothing else. Them boys said, man, find some receivers and find me some receivers. Now, this class is too rich with dudes who can catch the ball. Let's take a good look. I understand they got 5 guys they're looking at already. What? Okay, that answers that question. Yeah. Trey, I don't know, man. Trey's still talking about a quarterback. I don't know. But Trey, what you thinking? Because E-Man ain't coming back, man.
I'm thinking that Kyle and John got something up their sleeve.
Oh, yeah. Most likely.
I'm thinking that Kyle and John have something up their sleeve.
And you never know.
They have at least, I believe they got 2 guys that's coming to town that's going to help us make an attack. And that's what I think. Because nothing would have ever, would you have thought that we would be only talking to wide receivers right now? So that means that there has to be a DB and possibly a defensive lineman that might be coming to town that we're not able to get armed.
Oh, because Dre, you know what, you're
That's
right.
What that means,
you and I both know that D Ford is not going to cut it. Honestly, the reality is D Ford is a risk.
I'm not saying that. The only reason I said that.
I want somebody I can put on that edge, and I can believe he'll be there every Sunday.
Hey, the only reason I said that is if Armstead doesn't.
Oh, and then there is that possibility.
Yeah. But best believe there is a lot of good defensive backs that are free agents, and to me, with us interviewing all of these wide receivers, Ronbo, it makes
we ain't got no money.
Like we have somebody coming to town.
Yeah,
that's just what it makes me feel like. It just makes me feel like somebody is coming to town.
And somebody
we don't
called
know
him and
about
said, I just want a ring. Don't worry about the money. I'm looking for that dude, too. I mean, I can't wait. And then we see his name across the internet. Don't toy with my emotions. Please tell me this is real. So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, man. We as fans, you know, we can speculate and you know we can all put our ideas out there. But at the end of the day, there are a lot of brilliant minds that are in all NFL franchises, especially ours, and they have a lot of things that are in the works before we even know about it. And shit, maybe it might be that they want other teams to think that we're going in a different direction,
They
and we're
always
not
do.
going in that direction.
They
You know,
always
it could
do.
be the old smoke screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But if anybody would have told me that, you know, the first two guys that we would be interviewing was wide receivers, I would have told you no, that's not the case.
Who would you have thought?
You know, we got some good wide receivers. Huh?
Who would you have thought?
I would have.
I mean, if they're really looking for what they wanted.
I would have thought that we would have interviewed, some free safeties and some cornerbacks. That I would have never thought it would have been two wide receivers. I would have thought that it would have been at least one free safety and one cornerback. I never would have thought in a million years that it would have been the first two guys that we interviewed were two wide receivers.
Dre, go back to first year. Go back to 2017. They never talked really too much to Solomon T. They talked to a lot of people, right? They even talked to that running back that came out of the draft that year. The next year after that, last year, we got 2018. We got Mike McGlinchey, right? It was all over the place. Nobody had a clue that Mike McGlinchey was on the field. Somebody said something about it, but it was one of those things that really nobody knew about. Not too many people. And last year, they kept acting like, well, you know, we're looking at Kyler Murray. We're not. Why? No, we're not. Yeah. And they looked at everybody else, Josh and all the other guys involved in the top five, and then they went and got Nick as quick as they could and said it was never any second thought about it.
Right. Yeah, it was never any second thought about it. And I don't remember. Do you remember it ever being confirmed that we ever had a meeting with Nick Bosa? Because I don't remember.
They did, but they didn't make a big deal out of it. Remember they took what's his name, and they were talking about what kind of pancakes he likes and all that other stuff. They brought Josh Allen in, and they went through a whole thing. I think they didn't try to fool anybody with Kyler Murray because everybody knew they weren't going for Kyler Murray. But there were some other guys, and I started thinking, you know, they might. Maybe they're not. What's his name with the Jets? The big guy in the middle.
Talking about the guy that came from what was it, Alabama? Quentin Williams.
I really thought that he was really in there. I thought he was real strong possibility.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey Trey, man, if you want to jump in on the call, bro, like you ain't got to do all of the typing. You ain't got to do all of the typing. If I got something to say, I'ma hop on your call, my nigga. So I mean, all of the typing don't do nothing. If you want to jump in on the call, jump in on the call.
Dre, you gotta. Dre, I'm gonna let you. Oh, Dre, we out of time anyway.
Over here, bro.
Dre, go get him because you out of time. I'm gonna be back tomorrow, and I want you and Trey to work that out. I always love to watch y'all work it out, especially when you can watch every word on.
Bro,
it's like a movie.
Yeah, all of the typing, bro. If you got something to say, you know, just jump in on the call. Like, you know, if I got something to say, I'm gonna jump in on the call.
Dre, you know he likes to. He just likes to. Dre, he just likes to antagonize you. I love it.
Yeah, man. I don't. You know, you got something to say, bro. We can get down. It's real easy.
Dre, go tend to it. We gotta go. I'm gonna see you tomorrow night, though.
Yeah, oh man, shout out to the TNT fam, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a lot going on right now, man. You know, there's a lot going on right now. But I'm definitely excited, bro. I definitely, you know, I'm on my heels because I don't know, you know, what to be expecting. You know.
Yeah, well, that's the way that works.
Like I said, man, it's real surprising that they're looking at wide receivers right now. So I don't know what's gonna happen, bro. But let's see what happens, man.
All right, fam.
All right, bro.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
All right, peace.
Here's Dre and his sidekick. I mean, I don't know who's sidekick now. It's like Trey and Dre. That's your whole chat entertainment right there. You know what I'm saying? By the way, Debo Samuel, I think, did we know he was going to pick up Debo? I think we all had our favorite until after the combine. So, hey, Oh, hey, John V, how you doing, man? John, the speculation is killing me. Damn it, I cannot stand it any longer. I know they're preparing us for disappointment. John and Kyle make me uncomfortable how calm they are, potentially letting studs walk. But, John, you notice they always land on their feet. We lost Khalil Mack. Look who's on our team now. Fam, here's the thing. Can you imagine? Nick Bosa was a rookie. That was a rookie. What's he going to look like? I keep imagining, I'm trying to think to myself, how in the world can Nick Bosa actually get better? What? Is that possible? But I know he didn't plateau. Hell, he's only 22. It's 1 year in the league. Guy's an animal. That's the thing. If an animal polishes his technique even further, uh-oh. Shaleo. John, thanks for the contribution too, John. Thanks, man. Shaleo, I have made up my mind. I don't necessarily try to get people to join me on this, but I'm thinking that E-Man is definitely history. And I also believe that this year, John and Kyle are not kidding. This class is like as rich as Texas when it comes to oil, as far as wide receivers. They're going to get one of those guys. Last year, we knew Debo was coming because John coached him in the Reese's Peanut Butter Bowl. And he came in and put some peanut butter all over the 49ers offense. But John, what are you thinking, John? All right, Chanel, what are you thinking? I got to say, got him.
How about them cowgirls? How about them seacocks? How about them lambs?
I'd like my medium rare, please. No, you can't eat lamb medium rare. It smells too strange. Give me the whole rack, though.
Whole rack of lambs. Whole rack of lambs.
Yes.
You know what's going on over there in Oakland? Oh, no, I forgot they're moving.
They're the homeless. We can walk down the street to see Raider fans sitting on the sidewalk. They ain't got no place to go.
Do they finally get to play in their stadium, or do they play in a cardboard box?
You know what? I think the A's still have to play in there. And I don't know. They don't need to take the facility down, but they don't need to change the baseball
and
field
Lambs
either.
are freaking broke, Ronbo. They are broke. They got to pay Gurley and Goff, and that's their future. And they got no picks. Wow. They are done.
It's funny, isn't it? And they owe Jalen Ramsey all kinds of money. They're getting rid of people.
They're probably not going to get Jalen Ramsey back.
They have to. You give 2 first-round picks.
He's
You
going
better
to
do
want a
something.
king's ransom. Better give him half of the shares of the stadium. Sheesh.
Don't you love it? All I need to do is hear some bad news about the Seahawks now. Wait a minute. The Seahawks are already bad news.
Okay, let's get down to Niner football. What we want to do with that trade, we gotta include Marquise Goodwin, which is already included. Put Dante Pettis in there. He likes kitty cats, and put Solomon Thomas. He can fit well with Quentin Williams. That guy, what's his name? Yeah, Quentin Williams, the pancake eater.
You see, you know what I like about this, Shalil? This is like, I have told people all over the internet about this. I laugh when everybody makes this package. Now, Shalil, you're a GM. I'm calling you. I'm John Lynch. Hey, Shalil. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, thanks. Last season, we'll get over that. But listen, I got a deal you might be interested in. I'm going to give you Solomon. I'm going to throw Solomon Thomas in and Dante Pettis. I got Marquise Goodwin. How about a package deal for that? And give me your second round pick.
Oh, we'll give you that if we include Solomon Thomas and C.J. Beathard included. You don't have to pay. I mean, we'll also throw in a wine bottle. Whatever, like your favorite crackers.
Here's the thing.
Like Oreo cookies.
If we were friends, if we're GM friends before you made that phone call, I start to question our friendship. I said, John, What are you talking about, John? I thought we were closer than this. What are you trying to do to me here?
Solomon Thomas needs a home.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But you know what, though? Of all three of those guys, now Marquise Goodwin, I'm not sure what's going on with Marquise, but I got to tell you, Shalil, now that his life is in order, he's the baby they've been trying to have for the last couple of years has arrived. The only thing you have to worry about with Marquise is if something happens to a relative in his family. And it seems to take him, he really takes it seriously deep, and it could take him off his track.
Congratulations, Marquise Goodwin and his daughter. He's finally got one.
Yeah.
And congrats to him. He needs to take, I think, in my opinion, and another caller beforehand earlier, this is a long time back, but he said, I think he needs a sabbatical. I think he needs to take some time off, maybe do the Olympics, but focus on like him and his little girl. And then when he's ready to come back, well, I mean, he could come back when he's 30. Look at AB. He could come back whenever he wants to, but he needs to figure out his stupidness. He needs to go and see a psychiatrist, get himself figured out, and then he could come back.
See, you're mistaking a man who thinks he's okay. You need to recognize the fact that you have a problem before we can have it administered too.
AB has a problem, Rumbo. I know that, Rumbo.
I agree, but AB thinks he's fine. If we were to walk up, AB, man, do us a favor.
He's not fine. He's not fine. No NFL team is going to sign him. He's not fine. He's crazy.
But that may be why he's such a good football player.
But no, Rumbo, if Goodwin does leave, we have his replacement already, Richie James and Debo Samuel.
Yeah, Debo is. I don't know. I want to see more of Richie, but they never let us see more of Richie. We've seen him make one dynamic play.
I don't know why he's playing punt return. He picked punt return and kick return.
Well, that's because they don't want to. They don't want to get rid of him.
We should be giving it to somebody else.
That's just
we should have someone else play the kick return.
Dante, damn it.
Don't get me started with Dante. He's playing with kitty cats. He's playing with his hair. His dog.
Hey, he's a man on a mission right now, Shalil. I don't know what that meant or what Kyle meant by that, but Dante better be. He
better come in next season catching crazy balls, one hand. I don't need to see the one hand, but just go out and go beast mode from this season, because this season he was nothing. He was nowhere to be found. Nothing. Dante Pettis was like a little kitty cat.
Boy, Dante.
He's on the bench.
Dante needs to go live in what are the meanest streets in America? Dante needs to go and move into that neighborhood for about the off season and just, walk around the neighborhood and just be intimidated. And until you man up and say, man, y'all come down for me, I got something for you. I want him to finally develop that attitude, But because Dante, he ain't got no dog in him, Shalil.
He doesn't have any dog in him. No dog in him at all.
Anyway,
and E-Man was a big part of. I saw Debo and Kendrick Bourne really get inspired by him. They worked hard. It was like a mentor for them, and they got Kendrick Bourne especially got better, and also Debo.
Yeah, Debo just took off. Shoot, we ran out of time.
Whatever happens, good luck to you, man. Hey, shout out to the 99 Empire. Thank you for the platform, Rumbo. Have a good night.
You too. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right, fam. Let's see. And there he is. I bet he rolling down the road. Beham.
Rumbeezy, what's good with you, baby?
Oh, Beham, man. I'm getting pumped up because, see, you start checking out the kids in the draft, and they're already talking smack. I love it. That dude, Jalen Reagor, man. I said, who is this dude? He's not telling people, man, I got the versatility of Debo, and I can run as quick as Hill. What? Say what? Man. Boy, you got to show me because I don't believe it. Woo! Go!
Show me state, baby. I got to see it to believe it.
Yes. Oh. It looks like Marquise Goodwin might be, if 49ers can't get nothing out of him, they're going to trade him. And I've already talked myself into just get over E-Man Sanders. Beham, he ain't coming back, man. It's just too much money they need to pay out.
I mean,
I wish.
Work a deal.
Yeah.
I wish. You need him. Hell, I would say trade off some of the other guys. You know what I'm saying? Who just been sitting up there just taking up space. They hadn't played. I like Trent Taylor, but I forgot the guy was even on the team. You know?
Hey, BM, remember though, they said he had the best camp of anybody going into the last season. That's pretty funny. I don't know what that means, but yeah. But go ahead, who else? Because everybody's making these packages of trash to be thrown out.
Listen, man. Taylor, well, first of all, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been hearing you guys just talk about it all night. Hey, man, we shouldn't even invest nothing else, period, in Dante Pettis. Faithful, the man is rocking pink hair, man. I mean, that ought to let you know something. You know what I'm saying? He got pink hair in his head. He don't want to be touched. He probably painted his toenails and fingernails pink, you know, doing breast cancer awareness. I don't know, man. I don't trust him. I think he's working for the other team.
Now, that's a new wrinkle. I've not heard that one yet. Yeah. Oh man,
I'm just saying, Ronbo.
Paid off.
Hey, look, man. We need to get away from our Achilles heel, and it's not as bad as it was with Trent Baalke, but we need to get away from players that are injured, and we need to get away from players that are not dogs just saying, well, we got a pick, we just gonna take him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need guys to come in that's hungry, that's coming in and say, hey, look, I maybe wasn't a first round or a second round, or I maybe even an undrafted, but I'm coming to take your motherfucking spot. I'm trying to get on the field.
I mean, those are the hungriest players, BM. Them dudes that got overlooked in the draft, Mostert, I don't know how that happened. Mostert's been on how many teams, and they didn't know he could do what he's doing right now? And then you look at our linebacker.
Scheme.
Dre Greenlaw's a bad boy. And see,
hey man, I'm gonna be honest
happen.
with you. I didn't pay Fred Warner no attention. I didn't pay Dre Greenlaw no attention. Now, some of these guys I didn't pay attention to.
Nobody knew who
but
they
if
were.
we have to go somewhere, if we have to go get a receiver, either Jerry Jeudy, Ruggs, or that boy what's his name, CD Lamb.
Yeah, people keep talking about him.
I like those three guys.
In fact, he's been recommended to the 49ers, too. Isn't he from FS?
Isn't he from
CD Lamb? Isn't he from
CD Lamb went to South Carolina. No, he went to Clemson. He went to Clemson.
Oh, okay.
Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy. Hey, I've seen them boys in person at the Bama games.
Yeah.
Hey, they would light your ass up now. You feel me? They would light your ass up.
Could you see? See, this is what I'm saying when it comes to judge a character. Could you see these dudes will be, they will not be intimidated, antagonized. They bringing it to you. Could you see that in their eyes when it was playing? Because, see, I'm trying to understand how Dante Pettis wasn't found out before now.
Because going into the season, Ronbo, was really the only thing we did. Give me 45 seconds, and I'm finna break these Niners down.
All right, go ahead.
We really wasn't bad when Garoppolo got hurt. You feel me? We could move the ball, and we could score. We couldn't stop nobody.
True.
We could have won with Nick Mullins.
Because he was definitely moving the offense.
Probably not made the playoffs. Right. We probably wouldn't have made playoffs, but we would have had a way better record. So we sacrificed Jimmy Garoppolo, and we got Bosa.
Yep.
D Ford, he was a pickup, but I'm saying that to say our offense moved without big-name players. You see what I'm saying?
True.
So
very true.
I don't
D Ford
think
was sitting
we
down half
need
the
all
season.
the big-name players.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think our offense need big-name players. We need a little bit more speed in somebody that can get open. And I think our offense will be complete. I'm with everybody else. I'm more worried about our defense than I am anything, because we got these scrambling quarterbacks that we have to put
deal
them on
with.
their ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, other than that, our weakest points really from last year and this year was everybody kept saying, y'all ain't got no receivers. That's y'all. Jimmy Garoppolo at one point. Right, honestly, Jimmy Garoppolo at the beginning of the year wasn't the weakest link on the team. It was the receiving core. And that's what I was saying. We had players that we can move the ball, but we didn't have no standout. We didn't have no Odell Beckham or no Julio Jones. You know what I'm saying? So folks is like, yeah, y'all will move the ball, but y'all wide receivers is trash. That's why, George Kittle is y'all number one guy. You see what I'm saying? So E-Man did help us out.
I agree. BM, we got to wrap it up, though. Listen, I tell you what, I'll be back tomorrow and see what develops at this combine. Let's talk about that. All right? Oh, man, good stuff.
All right, man, you be safe, man. Faithful, man. Hey, man, I love y'all, man. Hey, we'll keep up, see how it go, man, see what we come up with. Hopefully we come out better than what we was. I think we will.
They always aim for that. Got to. All right, fam. Let's beat him. All right,
hold it down, Ronbo.
Yeah. See you tomorrow, man. And if you on the road, BM?
Yeah. No, man. Actually, man, my engine in my truck went down last week, so I just had to come out about 20. Yeah, I just had to come out about $25K, man, to try to get that thing fixed, man. Yeah,
that's what the big engines go, don't they?
All
right.
Yeah, I'm at home aching right now.
Oh, no.
I'm aching, man.
That's all right.
But,
hey, fix that
it's the
back
business.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
All right, fam. I'll look for you tomorrow, then.
All right, be easy, man.
And it's BM's observations. And, I tell you, man. Wow. Hey, it's Dr. Phil. Phil! Fit ill. Phil, where you at, man? If you fell off, come back in. I'm looking at the Sentinel. He says, I agree. Bourne ain't afraid to go over the middle or catch in traffic. He's got that junkyard dog in him. I noticed that his first year. When I seen him stretched out across the middle, going between two defenders, and still focused on that ball. Hey, Phil, you there?
I'm here, Ronbo.
Hey, Phil. Well, Phil.
I got cut off, came back.
Oh, good. Well, Phil, I got to tell you, man, the report about Marquise Goodwin, I kind of expected something like that. I didn't know if the 49ers were going to even – Kyle's not wanting to let him go, though. He's going to bring him in camp and have him compete. He says, if nothing else, we're going to have to trade him or something, if we need money.
I think what's going to happen is they're going to bring a lot of these – because you can be over the cap before – just before the regular season. You have to get down to the cap number.
Yeah.
And so – there's going to be some competition, right? So you bring in Marquise, and if you cut him, you cut him, at the end of the day, or trade him to somebody that's had injuries in preseason and needs somebody. But I think for the most part, they're going to try to sign the key players that are free agents that they know they want. I expect Jimmy Ward. I expect Eric Armstead. Those two guys for sure. And then after that, I think it's, you've got the competition. I think you're going to have McKinnon go against Breida. I mean, and if you cut one of them, so be it. And, I think that's the way they're going to operate. We've got the first-round pick. I wouldn't trade down unless it's with someone like the New York Giants or the New York Jets that have a high second round so we don't move down too far. We might be able to get our wide receiver or a corner, moving back and getting an extra, draft pick, an extra third rounder, say, and not move down, maybe move down 5 spots or something like that.
But Phil, do you think anybody would actually let you have? I mean, I figured the best you could probably do is a mid-round, midway through the second round.
I think it's time just for everybody to chill out and just sit back and see what happens. I mean, it's so hard to predict.
I know, but you don't feel like?
I think it's so hard to predict at 31 what you're going to take. At 2, last year, we knew it was going to be one of 3 guys, right?
Yeah.
So we were all competing about who we're going to take.
Who they're going to get, right?
Yeah, that was an easy one. But at 31, most of the guys we talk about are going to be gone.
I know, right?
The Jerry Judys of the world and all those guys, they're going to be
C.D.
long
Lamb.
gone.
I'm hearing these names. And once the name
they're
becomes
gone.
common knowledge to everybody, those guys aren't going past 20.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know what? Basically, at 31, if nobody calls John Lynch up and says, hey, we want to trade up to your spot, what are you willing to take, right before we draft, they're probably just going to go with the best, I think, the best corner or the best wide receiver available, what best athlete is there that fits the system, they're going to go with. And,
that's true, because you know what's really scary, Phil? That's right, because this is rich in cornerbacks. This draft is rich in cornerbacks and wide receivers. We've got Akello, who's confusing people. You got Sherman, who's getting up in age. You flip a coin.
And we got E-Man.
Yeah,
So, I think we could go corner. We could go wide receiver. I think those are two places of need, especially if we sign Ward. We don't need a safety if we do sign Ward, and that'll be telling, once free agency starts. And just sit back and chill and
watch things,
watch
the magic happen.
Exactly. And hopefully John pulls off a good one, like he did with, the second pick and trading it to Chicago, moving down one spot and getting about 3 other players, including Fred Warner and, et cetera. But we've had success at number 5, at round 5. We've got Kittle at 5. And so we've got 2 5th rounds, 2 7th rounds, and a 6th that we could deal and maybe move up, in the draft, trading a 5th and a 7th and moving up into the 4th.
But Phil, what we know about John Lynch's character, he's waiting for that phone call. John's probably drumming his fingers on the table now. At home, waiting for somebody to call him and ask for that 31.
The good news is there's not a lot of GMs out there that hate John Lynch. He's a really good guy. And they all like him. And so I think they're willing to deal with John Lynch versus, say, Trent Baalke. Nobody likes that guy.
I know. Yeah.
So
not even the players,
including me.
Yeah. Oh, Trent.
But anyway, I just, it's very hard to predict what's going to happen at 31. It's just hard.
I got a feeling we're probably going to be shocked or surprised at something bizarre happening during free agency. I can't imagine what. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But there's, these guys.
I really like that Justin Jefferson. He's big. He's 6'3". He's a good sized receiver, good hands, runs routes, can go deep.
Yeah.
The only problem with Reagor, he's fast as hell, but he's got some off the field problems.
Oh, no. Come on. Phil, if these guys you've got prospect, you got potential, behave. Oh,
But no, I read that he's got a lot of off-the-field issues.
Please tell me it's not domestic violence or drugs.
It could be A.B. Jr., yeah.
Oh, God. All right. Phil, we got to go.
So, yeah, he might be hands-off.
That's unfortunate. I'll be back tomorrow, though.
A lot of
all right.
But anyway, Ronbo, I'm just kicking back and wait and see attitude for me.
Yeah,
so.
I can't stand it. My mind races like a car when I'm thinking about what's going to happen next. I can't even relax. Anyway, Phil, I'll see you tomorrow, Phil, and let's see what happens at the combine. All right. Have a good night,
Ronbo,
Phil.
Take care.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye. Yeah, man, I tell you. And what would be the biggest shock that you wouldn't be able to believe it, right? We don't have any money. We think we don't have any money. You got Parag Marathi. When you got Parag Marathi, you have something beyond cash. You have talent with manipulation of numbers. Salvador! Sally.
Hey, Ronbo, how you doing tonight?
Sally, I'm watching the trades
Hello?
go down. Yeah, Sally, I'm looking at J-Run is going to trade Pettis for a plate of lumpia. at some point, Salvador, we may have to end up, if we talk badly enough about Dante, he may become a good football player. Can you imagine that? He's getting, he's got to be hearing it from more than thousands of, he probably doesn't answer his phone. God, Dante, everybody wishes they had that skill. And God. But anyway, Marquise Goodwin may be traded. We're not going to get back, you know who, E-Man Sanders. But what do you think, Salvador?
Well, on the Dante situation, everybody compares him to cats. But it's okay to like cats, just as long as you're a fucking lion and a tiger, you know what I'm saying, and a cheetah. Just don't be no house cat. Don't be no kitty cat. But if he finds the inner lion in him and, he gathers, the eye of the tiger or whatever it is, but he needs to perform next season because obviously this regime, they're going to let contracts play out unless you're a retard like Reuben Foster. But, they're gonna let your contract play out and they're going to give you every chance.
I know, they do.
Trent Taylor, if he's on another team, he could have been cut on another roster because, of health issues. A lot of other organizations are not as competent as our guys, and they don't, do their due diligence on the player. Maybe we do over due diligence sometimes, but
actually, no, not yet. Who have we kept too long so far?
We're in year 4 going into. So it's kind of
we got to wait a couple
say
years.
if we keep him too long.
I'm
not the one to tell you either because I love my organization. So I tend to defend. I tend to defend the players. So I'm not the one to ask.
I agree. I want Dante Pellis to straighten up. I don't want to throw him away. I think he's going to be the next Eric Armstead. He's going to suddenly show us. Oh, that's what we've been waiting on. I
definitely because
Witherspoon.
They
same
give.
thing.
Yeah, they give Eric every chance in the book because the first year, I think, his fifth year, his first year with us, I think he got hurt half the season, and the fan base they
not
had
until
it with
second
him.
year. First year they didn't play him because he's a rookie. We had some of the guys. He only played sparingly in that first year.
My bad, Ronbo. I'm talking about when Shanahan came in. When Shanahan came in, I think it was his third year. It was his third year already. So it was new system and yada yada, but he got hurt like week 9 or week 8. And the coaches, they were saying that he was doing this good, but the fan base didn't see it because we weren't producing no sacks, we weren't producing no wins. But the coaching staff saw it every day, and they knew the type of player we had there. 2018, he was fully healthy, and he bursted Buckner onto the scene. Buckner had a productive year. And then it was this year for him. It was his time to eat because we got more help with Nick and D Ford, and I think his production is going to keep going up. That's just my theory. If he stays healthy, his production should keep going up. Looking at the numbers, it's not a one-year wonder, guys. The coaches were saying this since 2017.
Right.
He's been playing good
because they recognize potential, unlike fans who just knee-jerk reaction to everything they see now. They don't look ahead. They're saying now.
Yeah. But as far as Emmanuel Sanders, you can't really re-sign everybody. I've been really realizing it now that he might, take, other offers.
Yeah.
I think we need to prioritize on keeping. Yeah, I think we need to prioritize on keeping the defense together. Re-sign a lot of the defensive guys. But with what was I going to say? With the draft coming up, we got rounds 1 and then round 4, I think. So you gotta.
You have no 4.
Sal.
You got 2 fifth rounds.
You got no 4?
No.
Okay, so it's 2 fifth rounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to move some players first draft capital, or we're gonna have to let them go to get those compensatory picks, those picks that the NFL give you.
Ideally, Sal, who would you like? Would you try to get some picks for Dante and Solomon, Marquise?
Yeah, you gotta package those guys. You gotta. I think Solomon's kind of on the same. Solomon, I can compare him to Eric Armstead. He was on the year 3. His year 3 was probably some of the best years he's had.
That's true.
So Solomon,
you gotta be careful with defensive players. Good point.
But Solomon, he's just a high draft pick, so you got to, get any capital you can for him. Yeah.
If Eric leaves,
you got to work with him, or you got to move him.
Now Solomon becomes the man. Oh.
Yeah, that's a lot of asking because I don't see Solomon. He is not. Look at it. He is not polished like Nick Bosa. Bosa did not jump offsides one fucking time this year. I think maybe he did one time, but I don't. I trust Bosa on the end. You said it. You said it earlier. I need someone. You said it earlier. You need someone you can put in there at the end. That's
every
Nick
Sunday.
Bosa. And that could be Eric Armstead too. We just gotta figure it out.
I don't want to put Armstead on the edge, but Armstead is good in the middle. But D Ford, you hear it Wednesday. D Ford didn't practice today. Oh no, here we go. And sure enough, here comes. It'll be a game time decision. I already know what the decision is going to be. And sure enough, no D Ford. Oh, here, look at God, D.
Yeah.
We need you for this game.
If that knee tendonitis comes back, I'm gonna be real upset because
it's coming back, Sal. I'm telling you.
Man. we paid a lot of money to a free agent that wasn't really one of our guys.
Hamstrings.
So that's gonna be.
God. Yeah. Sal, let me see you tomorrow. Okay, we out of time.
All right, Ronbo. You take care. Hey, this is gonna be my favorite time of the year, Rumble. This is when everybody starts going at each other.
Yeah, that was funny.
And I'm just going to kick back, grab some popcorn, and listen to the show.
Especially
But at pick 31, just know, all you motherfuckers are wrong. It don't matter.
Yeah, where's... Hey, listen. Sean.
Who is that?
We're thinking about you, man.
All right, Rumble. You take care. Have a good night.
Because we got characters in it, right? You got Dre Dre's a rubber band just ready, and then there's Trey picking at him. Boing, boing. Trey, you ain't right, man. I'm going to throw 15 yards on Trey front sportsmanlike conduct. Hey, Charles, come on in, man.
Hey, Ron, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Charles. I really wish, you wonder what the 49ers going to do, and it makes you crazy. If you could do like Phil, just chill, kick back, pull out a cold one, and realize this team was in good hands, unlike they were years ago, Charles, when who was saying things like, this year, I'm looking to, I pretty much figure we're going to boost our roster by, I need some more defensive linemen. We'll see if we can find any linebackers and cornerbacks. I think we're pretty much okay as offensively. As this year, I'm thinking there's going to be a battle between Colin Kaepernick and, of course, what's that other guy's name? Hey, Trent, if you don't know his name, then you got a problem.
Hey, Trent, are you on the call, Trent? Trent, is that you? Hey, Ronbo. I don't know how it feels come tonight, but... a little bit of that cold one, but anyway, Ronbo.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
I feel like we're gonna draft someone. We're gonna draft whoever leaves. If Ward leaves, I think it's gonna be Grant Delpit.
Yeah.
Sanders leaves, then probably be a wide receiver. That's just my thoughts.
Ooh,
but if it were
Delpit. Well, Charles, I think it is Delpit. The 49ers went in right away looking at all the wide receivers, trying to lead people off the scent. Delpit's not going to last until 31, though.
Well, we can trade because we don't need much, Rumble, so we can trade up and get that position because we need, one or two positions maybe?
True, Charles, but you know what? Jimmy Ward, the 49ers may have already made up their mind as to which one is going to be the sacrificial lamb. It could be Ward because I don't think it's Armstead.
Definitely not Armstead. Armstead's a stud up the middle. We're going to keep him, but it's between Sanders and Ward. If Sanders leaves, we're going to get Ward his money. So can we franchise tag Ward?
Yeah.
Could we?
Yeah.
So we can trade him and get higher in the draft and get Grant Delpit.
What's the going rate for safety, though? If you're going to franchise tag him, how much is that going to cost? Is that 13 or 14 mil? I wonder how much is it.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's the tough part.
So what? As Kyle's talking like, well, hopefully we can keep Sanders, but he doesn't sound like he's real optimistic about that. But Dub,
Well,
I don't know.
I'm speaking hypothetically. If we keep them, I'm speaking hypothetically. If we keep Sanders, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put him in the slot, make him sort of our Larry Fitzgerald, trying to look even better. I'm going to draft a 4-2 guy outside, so you can just take the top off.
That's what I'm talking about.
Have Debo work the middle and Sanders work the middle and just feed off, and then Jimmy. We're loaded, bro. We're loaded.
And what if Hurd is healthy? Oh, I got 3 guys that you don't want to be bothered with. You make career decisions when they're coming down the field at high speed. You know,
couple running backs, wide receiver. I want to just one time. I know this is just for my benefit. I want to see a double reverse handoff from Hurd and Debo, and it's Hurd knocks on his ass. That's my benefit right there.
Or have that jet sweep somehow. Make sure I got Jalen Hurd coming across the field, and I got Juice out in front, and here comes Debo. Hey, quarterback, get out the way, man. Before you get hurt. Oh.
If that all that happens, we're talking about Jimmy G is going to have an MVP type year. All those weapons. Hurd coming back, with Kittle.
Yeah, and
go ahead.
No, I was just saying, this year G should be better at reading. Jimmy G is probably sitting in the film room. Him and Shanahan sitting in the front row watching clips. And Jimmy probably at one point goes back about 3 rows behind him. I know, Coach. I know. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, okay. I know.
He's like, Coach, can you let me go outside a little bit? Like, I like to run,
He's just got to learn how to react to what's going on. He's got to. Jimmy's problem was he was making his read. He was making up his mind before the ball was snapped. I guess that made him move quicker so he can get rid of that ball really quick because the defensive line was probably freaking him out, right? He needs Weston Richburg back in there to help that out because he was not. George Kittle was standing there. He could have been butt naked. Jimmy didn't even see him. Jimmy! Wrong read. Oh.
I know. So, Ronbo, I know we got to wrap this up soon. So, do you mind if I ask you one quick question?
Go ahead.
So, I'm gonna. And this is for Goodwin. If Goodwin is right, we know 2017 with him and Jimmy had a connection when he was right, and he recently had a baby. So, maybe this year's setting up for him to have a great year.
I wish.
But if he's got to be right, and if he's right with Sanders and Debo.
Yeah. I wanted to see that last year.
Ronbo?
Oh, and the reason why George Kittle had such a great year was because of Keese being on the field. Safeties can't pack that area. You better get your butt downfield because Keese is already gone. See.
Well, he also had 2 knee and ankle problems, which is another problem for Keese. He's always injured.
Yeah.
He's been injury prone these past few years.
And he gets those kind of injuries that take him out for weeks. That deep thigh contusion he had against the Vikings in Shanahan's second season? Yeah, second season.
He had a quad.
2018.
He had a quad.
Quad, yes. Well, yeah, thigh area. So, it's, I don't know.
Yeah, if he's right, we all know what he can do, but he hasn't been right 2017.
You know what, though? Speedsters are always like that. Every guy that runs less than 4.3 or 4.4 and like that, they always seem to have those leg problems. But we'll see. Oh, man.
Anyway,
hey, Charles.
Ronbo, we're gonna wrap things up right here.
All right.
I appreciate the platform as always, and have a good night.
Thanks, man. I'll be back tomorrow looking for you. All right. Have a good night.
All right.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, fam. It's all about health. I imagine most teams around the league are probably close to being equal. But who is it can endure a 17-week schedule? Now they're going to try to add 17 weeks instead of 16 weeks of football for each team. So it's going to get worse from here. And they better let people expand the rosters in if they do. As, Hey, John V. Come on in, John.
Ronbo, what's cracking, brother?
John, I'm sitting here making myself crazy thinking about what may be happening. The thing about John and Kyle, he pretty much knew what Trent was going to do the night before he left to the combine and every place else into the draft. But see, when John's got that big smile going, and he's telling major lies. John Lynch could run for president. When he starts saying when he starts to sentence off, saying, "Well, I can't tell you," I know John's getting ready to make something up and do something absolutely off, and he sells it, John. I believe him when he says it too.
I do too. I do. He scares me to death, dude. I've never been so mixed for emotions right now. I mean, I don't even know what to think. 5 to 8 receivers could go in the first round. And, I mean, we could be on the other end of one. So if we keep that 31, that pick at 31, I mean, I don't know. I agree with Dr. Phil. I mean, if we could trade with our 5th and 7th and try to get something, I mean, look, there's a deep receiver. We know they're deep at receiver. So I don't know. Could he surprise us with a defensive line, with a defensive player? I don't know. I mean, there's some pretty good outside linebackers too. I mean, I don't know, Ronbo. I don't know which way they're going to go. It's pissing me off.
I got to tell you, John, if I had to make a speculation right now, though, that I really believe, I think the 49ers are going to make a deal during free agency, not necessarily to pick up another player, but they're going to make a deal with somebody to see if they can get some picks. Because that's the best route to take. It's not going to cost you any money, and you're going to be unloading cash at the same time. So, I got a feeling that's the 49ers. That's the most intelligent route they can take. Because I don't see John Lynch waiting until the 5th round. John wants that first-round pick, but if anything, he wants to move up.
Yeah.
And then he's going to, of course, he's going to do what he likes to do. Because they want more than one round. First round to 5th, that's too far.
Yeah, I mean, especially because, our late picks are in day 3. I mean, that's when you get to the booty end of it, that's when you get some booty-ass players at that point. I mean, John, I should take that back.
Yeah, you should, John, because we got some of the best players out of the booty section.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, it's true,
one of the best wide receiver tight ends of all time, George.
Yeah.
5th round pick.
I mean, but what would we? I mean, this thing with E-Man Rombo, it pisses me off to no end because I can't understand. Like, I understand he's what, 32?
Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah, at least 32, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you asking for, man? How much money do you want a year, dude?
Expect.
What the hell do you think you're worth? Your top end speed is shit. I mean, you get in and out of routes quick, and that's great. But we're not going to pay you for knowledge and wisdom either.
It's like everybody's saying.
We're not going to pay you for wisdom.
Had that been Marquise Goodwin in the Super Bowl, that game we win because Keith would have caught up with the ball. I don't know if he would have caught it, but Keith would have definitely caught up with that. So yeah.
Keith is on another planet. That dude's ship hasn't landed yet back on Earth. I don't know where he is. I don't know. That dude is he's all over the place. I'm happy for him and his wife. I truly am. Outside of family matters, he fades away.
It takes him out.
I wish him the best, but
he's real sensitive. I mean, a guy can have a distant relative go down, and it drains him. I kind of that's a wonderful thing, but you've got to realize you're a football player. People are depending on you. You got to get your mind back.
Look at Buckner, Buckner lost a sister, man, and he bounced back. I mean, everybody deals with loss differently.
Solomon Thomas. It took him.
I'm sorry, Solomon Thomas. That's right. Solly, that's right.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about, though. You got to be able to deal with that as a professional athlete.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what's the story with Buckner? Are these rumors true? Did he turn it down? I mean, I know he's calling it bullshit, but
in fact, I know, right? He says, since when we start believing everything on the internet? Buckner, I got to tell you, John, he doesn't seem like the guy capable of BSing. You know what I mean? He seems like such a straight-up guy. I believe him when he says that.
Well, good. That's good. That gives you some faith.
Yeah,
I don't know, Rumbo. I'm kind of nervous, man. I'm really nervous how this plays out. I don't want to see new faces in old shoes, but
I know.
I guess it's what's best for us. I mean, I just don't want to disrupt the chemistry because it's We've talked
Solid.
about it. It's excellent, and
yeah,
I don't know.
Well,
Well,
you know the receiving core is going to at least contain. And the bad thing about it, Debo Samuel is probably going to be the number one guy next year anyway, no matter who comes, right?
Yeah. Right.
It would have been nice though to keep their mentor and teacher and splinter, right? If we could have kept E-Man Samuel, like you say, if he realizes, E-Man, come on, man, take this incentive contract and meet all the goals we're going to set for you. You're going to make plenty of money, you know. Talk to your agent before he comes in.
Where can he go? I mean, I know New England's got him lined up. I know. They got
John,
him.
You said it. I was thinking as you were speaking. You're right. He's a Patriot next year.
Damn it! It pisses me off. Why would you not want to be with the Niners if there was something better? And what Brady's the cat's ass. I don't know. It is what it is, Ronbo. It pisses me off because I feel like we're going to see him as a Patriot.
I do too.
And maybe a few others. I don't know. They're going to stock up on that offensive end. I can't see him anywhere else either, Ronbo. I really can't. I've been tossing this around, and you know what? That's probably the best. That's probably what he feels is the best bet. But you know what? I don't know.
John, I got to tell you, you know what you've also done? You shaped my thinking in another direction. He's not going to get what if Brady actually does leave the Patriots? He's not going to want to go there. You know what? And Belichick's not paying any ransoms. So I'm thinking, you know what? We may get him back just because.
A little bit of me reserves it, Ronbo, but where do you want to go, dude? I don't get it. It pisses me off. Where the hell do you think you're needed? You're needed here in San Francisco.
He wants to go where the money goes, but he loves San Francisco. He may decide to be sensible about this and take a $9 million or $8 million contract or $7 million and get it laid up with a lot of incentives and do the Richard Sherman. Meet all goals and get paid.
6.
You know?
6 with some incentive.
That takes you over 15.
How much does this guy think he's worth, Ronbo? What does he honestly think he's worth? 11? We're not giving it to you.
He's just going to become a mercenary. He's going to see what he can get. John, we got to go. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'll be looking for you, okay?
Yeah, I'll be there, Ronbo. Always
Appreciate
a pleasure,
it,
my friend. Take care of yourself.
You
Thank
too,
you.
man.
Good night.
All right. This is John. John's got, I love his emotion and passion. Hey, Maurice.
Hello, Romo.
Maurice, we have heard that Keese is going to come in for a trial in the offseason, and he's going to light it up like he always does. And then, of course, because he always does in offseason, he always looks like amazing. And then you got E-Man Sanders, who they're finally saying we'd like to keep him, but we probably won't be able to. And then John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, as soon as they got to Indianapolis, the first thing they did is went out to Lucas Oil and said, hey, where all the wide receivers at? And they got a couple of guys, they chatted them up. So, all arrows, the needle's moving toward wide receiver and holding. But that's just the way it looks because we know John Lynch, he's got that big grin going. He's lying his ass off. He's not looking at wide receivers, really. Probably. But what is he doing? What is he going to do?
I'm going to tell you what he's doing, Romo. We think we're going to get a wide receiver. He ain't going to pick, you know what I'm saying? If some of the guys are coming back and E-Man is leaving, you can't keep E-Man. Yeah. My best thing is, you know what I'm saying, start at the line, get you a good offensive lineman so to protect the quarterback, you know what I'm saying? So he got time enough to do what he got to do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you don't win at the line. I don't care who you get.
Yeah, that's where it's won. Game is won or lost in the trench. We proved that last year, too. Our offensive line was very substantial. Our defensive line was just wicked. And so, that's how come we just beat people up.
Yes. And I'm thinking maybe they kind of throwing everybody off, thinking they're going to get a wide receiver. And some of them are coming back, and we can't keep E-Man. You know what I'm saying? So if we do decide to trade Marquise Goodman, you know what I'm saying, you better get something for him because you're gonna need it, you know what I'm saying? So
if it's nothing but draft picks. Yep.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can, get some depth at certain positions that you might like to have when it's December, in January.
And Marks, they're so good in the draft that there's. I mean, did you see Dre Greenlaw making a game-saving play when they first picked him up?
I didn't
He
see
makes
that.
a game-saving play against the Seahawks. Greenlaw loves the Seahawks. He made 2 plays. Remember in the first game, he picks Wilson off. In the second game, he stops Hollister at the goal line. The boy loves playing against the Hawks. Dre, you're my dog, boy. Looking forward next year to do that again.
I can see those 2 guys, you know what I'm saying, really doing what they're doing this year, But they really stepped up and, became some ball players, And that's what's up, That's what's up, If we can't get no offensive lineman or, what I'm saying, get a cornerback or a safety, you have to trade up and get some picks. So you can get, what I'm saying, because all them guys, what I'm saying, we like to get, like you said,
all them
from number 1 to 20, they're gonna be gone.
Delpit. People come talk about 49ers gonna pick up Delpit at 31. No, you ain't. Delpit ain't gonna wait for you at 31.
Look, somebody might don't need that position, and they'll pick that spot to keep you position.
Especially with his talent.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna do that.
You know what though? You got a better chance of getting a wide receiver at 31 than you do a cornerback, a quality cornerback or safety. I think. Yeah. Because people tend to wait late in the first round for your wide receivers, and usually in your second round. So.
Right. You know what I'm saying? After your first, like 10, 15 picks, somebody might get a wide receiver then, unless they got really that good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about him, then you might go before. You know what I'm saying?
But
pick number 10 or something like that.
But you almost have to think like Trent Baalke though when it comes to wide receivers in the first round. Look what happened to the Patriots last year. They picked up that kid from Arizona. He immediately came in and got hurt. It seems like every first round pick, something bad happens to him during the season where he doesn't make it through the season. That's why. As a GM, I never did pick. I picked AJ Jenkins, and people have hated me about that ever since. I don't pick up wide receivers in the first round. I'll never do it again. Trent picked up AJ Jenkins, and people have been mad at him ever since. How many years ago was that?
Man, look at man. You sound just like him, man. That's pretty good.
Trent used to make me laugh so hard. I said, Trent, man, gargle or something, man. What's wrong with you? And what you're talking about, you make people mad the way you talk and the things you say. Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
So,
Well, I'm telling you, man. I just hope, man, we can, we can keep me, man. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard, man.
Yeah. But, like John said, where is he going?
Right.
We might be able to keep him.
Hopefully that, he don't need no big contract like no $15, $12 million. You know what I'm saying? He can get maybe about $5 million for, a year or two.
And lay him up with all kinds of incentives. Yeah, just lay him up with goals he can make, because that's how he gets a cap.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think he can do it.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
They don't feel bouncing around somewhere, then they're going to expect you to do this and do that, and you ain't up for it.
Yeah, you can retire with the 49ers, man. Come on now. Well, Maurice, I'm going to go. I'll see you tomorrow, man. I'm going to come back here after the combine tomorrow. I'm going to be looking for you. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
All right, fam.
Yeah, I'll be here.
All right, be looking for you. Have a good night.
You too.
Man, Maurice. And there he is, Indian boy, IB. Come on in, fam.
What's up, man? What's up, Ronbo?
IB, man. Every time they hit us with these reports, are killing me, man. Because I didn't know. I already thought they cut Marquise Goodwin loose. I actually did, but they haven't. And Shanahan saying they ain't about to let him go. He's going to come in and compete. and see how well he does. If nothing else, we can get some trade value for him. And then you got, as I just got through talking about E-Man Sanders, I said, come on, man, stay with us, E-Man. You don't need a whole lot of money. Now, we're going to give you incentives. And then you got
I don't think the market is that big for E-Man. I think he wants a certain value, though.
Yes. What, you'd rather retire than take what we're going to give you? You know you like the Niners. That you make them have a chance to go to the Super Bowl again. Come on back, man. Get a $6 million contract with enough incentives in it to take you over $15 million if you meet all the incentives. Oh, that would be awesome! Woo!
I think what's slowing the whole process up is we got to free up some money first, man. We got some restructuring. First thing first, you know, we owe Juice this
his contract's coming up
for picking
next
up
year.
This team option. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't think Armstead's a big issue because I think he's gonna want to stay with us, like you said. Same thing about E-Man. Everybody, when you talk about the Super Bowl, I think they talking about us. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
So I don't think the field is that far when they start looking at competitors and things like that. But the money talks, man. You know, and I don't know. It's just. This draft is an issue too, man. You know, I don't know what we about to do, man.
But I tell you what, IB, every team in the NFC is building their teams to beat the Niners. Let everybody talk about, well, you know, the Cowboys. Well, you know, the Hawks. Ain't nobody worried about the Rams, of course. Look, hey, you know what? Everybody's overlooking the team that I'm scared of the most. Look out for the Cardinals. They've got a decent defense, and Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's scary.
He's a beast.
Yeah,
he's a beast. He's small, but he's a beast. I think, and they're a team right now in this draft. If they can pick up some key players, you know, because their wide receivers is young. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we looking to trade somebody though. You know, I didn't mean to start nothing with the Solomon Thomas thing, you know.
I thought it was pretty funny, though. I enjoyed that.
I think we definitely are going to trade somebody. I don't think we're going to make too many moves. I think we'll probably maybe pick up a receiver, free agency, definitely in a draft, hopefully. But I think it's a trade somewhere. And as far as D Ford, this is his show and prove year right here, you know. But what I've seen is if our players don't show up, you know, they get put on that trade block. They ain't scared of. There's no prejudice, you know.
Hey, IB, listen, if Ronnie Blair is healthy and stays healthy, and you know, at the midseason trade deadline, if D Ford is laying up, my leg, D, you know what? I want you and your leg to get ready to move to where can I trade him? I don't know D as long as some of these other players we got on the team. So it doesn't hurt me to say goodbye to D. I am not happy with that. He pulled a hamstring and never would heal again.
We may have to address the D line in this draft because, like you just said, we got Taylor, Julian Taylor, and Blair probably not coming back until at least week 8, week 10.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
True. I forget about the ACL problem. You know what? We may have to draft because Contavious. I don't know about Contavious. He's not good one-on-one. You know how you can tell your defensive lineman is really good? Like Nick, one-on-one, whoever's on him, forget about it. 2 guys have a lot of trouble, and they may not win either. It takes 3. If I can find another guy like that, man, I've drafted him.
Contavious is 6'3", if I'm not mistaken, 6'2", 6'3", and what happens is when they switch off from having 6'7", 6'7", you know, Armstead and Buckner, then they throw, you know, you got to be strong and quick like Jones. If you can't shake that man up off you get stuck into them tackles.
Yeah. He comes like a Mack truck. Jimmy's come through there, all that barbecue ribs he's had down through the years get together. He just runs the dude. The center can forget about it. Remember the Carolina Panthers? That center was not that good to begin with. DJ just treated him like a stepchild. Just beat him all
Everybody.
game long.
Everybody, all year long. Yep. I think for like we was like 8 weeks straight. We was stopping everybody 4th and 1 or anything on 4th down.
How's DJ, man? Don't run the ball.
Well, then we had Blair too, though. We had Blair, you know, and that was a perfect combination of them two.
That's why the pressure was on. The rotation was ridiculous. All the first stringers were fresh all game long. I
think somebody said it earlier. Somebody said it earlier about addressing defense in this draft. You know, whether it be linebacker, because you know we that rotation. Yeah, I mean we got some. Our linebackers are crazy when you talk about Aziz and Greenlaw and Fred but then you know you look at them guys. We didn't pick them up until what, 4th, 5th, 6th round.
I know. That's why that. John Lynch and his merry men, Adam Peters, Martin Mayhew, them dudes, and he got them scouts we got out there. Them boys is bad. They get it done.
But Ronbo, I'm not worried about our defense. It's this offense. We have to address something this year on offense. I mean, we made that move last year. Like Kyle said, if we didn't make that move for E-Man, we wouldn't have got as far as we did because we were stagnant for a couple weeks.
He changed those wide receivers.
I can't put no faith in Hurd because I ain't never seen the man.
I know.
You know, I don't watch preseason.
Everybody's worried. I mean, we got to go, fam.
And Taylor, I think, is too small.
Who?
Okay. Trent Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor, he's a good player. I don't know how much contact he can take, though, but he's fierce.
Right.
See, unlike Dante, Trent, he'll run through the middle in a heartbeat. Dante will run up there and say, whoa, I'm going to have to move out over to the side. Dante, get you!
I'm hoping he's one of them. Hoping he's one of him and Goodwin. I'm hoping that's that trade package we talking about.
No. I mean, I'll see you tomorrow, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Good night. Yeah. I could be wrong. Dante may come in this offseason. All right, let's go. Y'all been talking about me. Man, everybody I know is talking about me. Even my own mama says bad things about me. I'm going to show everybody this year I ain't no wuss. Santana! Santana.
Oh, what's up, Ronbo?
Yeah. Santana. It's your time, man.
How you doing, my man?
Hey, you know, man, sit back here, man, because every time, you know, the 49ers, man, these guys, I eat, drink, and sleep this all year long, right? So every time I read anything, I get, wow. See, now I understand what...
Hey, me and you, Ronbo.
Me and you, Ronbo.
You know? I'll be doing the same thing.
They talk about Goodwin possibly being traded if he doesn't cut it. Then you got E-Man Sanders. We still don't know if we can afford to keep him or not, but then we're starting to think now, man, where's E-Man going? There ain't a lot of teams out there looking for no E-Man. I mean, yeah, that should be the Patriots maybe, but is Tom Brady going to stay in New England? And then, of course, the 49ers, as soon as they get to the combine, the first thing they do is start finding wide receivers. What how come? And all these things, you know? What are you thinking?
What I'm thinking is if E-Man wants to walk, man, that's fine too, you know. I don't think we really need of him, you know. We do have Debo Samuel and we do have a George Kittle. But if we do let him go, you know, we have to get a receiver, you know, in the first round.
Hey, but Santana, what if Jalen Hurd is all that in a bag of chips? What if Trent Taylor comes out and for some reason he stays tough and doesn't get hurt right away? I got Taylor and Scott. I got Debo Samuel on one side. I got Hurd on the other side. I got Dante standing around there trying to get into the game. Maybe he's ready to play this year, right? You know, and I got my old reliable around the end zone. And if you need a 3rd and 4, a 3rd and 5, I got KB. You know what? Actually, the wide receiver may need more glitz and glamour. But as far as I'm concerned, these guys have been playing together for a while. They're probably not as bad as we think.
Nah, you know, going back with Jalen Hurd, man,
when we saw him in the, me and you, we saw the game with when the preseason when he was playing. He looked like advertised, So he was good. He was outstanding. So
how about
so
that
I don't have my doubts. I don't have my doubts in Jalen Hurd. I just have my doubts if he can stay healthy. Because, having a back injury, it's something serious. It's nothing.
It is.
Nothing. So I just hope it doesn't bother him in the long term. But as Jalen Hurd's a stud, no doubt about that. So if E-Man decides to walk, we do. So, but we do need someone speedy. Kind of spread out that field.
Yes. If we could just get a speed merchant to take the top off.
Yeah,
Marquise Goodwin's not going to stay.
Hey, did you say something about Marquise staying? I kind of overheard.
No, Marquise is. Kyle wants him to come into camp and compete, but I got to tell you, Santana, I guarantee you, Marquise is going to look like one of the best players in camp. He's done that every year. Marquise be just tearing it up in camp, tearing it up.
Look, these past couple of years, man, I understand. He was going through some stuff, and I'm pretty sure anybody that's been be in his position, I'm pretty sure they'd be having a rough day either at work or whatever.
Nobody loses children.
So
so
I'm sure
thing.
his mind wasn't in football. So I understand that, but I'm sure now he's ready to go. And he's gonna be in the team. I'm pretty sure about that for next year.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not. They're not cutting him or releasing him. Kyle wants to see him compete, and if nothing else, Kyle says, he's still trading.
Kyle likes him. Kyle likes him, man.
I like him.
So he likes his speed.
I mean, I love Marquise. I don't want to see him go anywhere, but I do know that this. You got to have somebody to stay with you as long as you can. And Marquise has had a problem with that. But he's already had the baby now. I got a feeling he's going to look like Superman now. The baby's here. Hopefully there's no more tragedies in his family.
Home.
Yeah.
Exactly. He has his baby, what he wanted. If anything, he has more motivation than anything.
Yes.
So I'd rather have Marquise Goodwin than Dante Pettis on the bench. So.
Me and you both, okay? Because Dante could just keep his clothes on. Don't put a uniform on. Just have a seat over here, man. And I want you to think about why you're not on the field this whole game, all right? Give me that clipboard, all right?
Hey, I heard something about them interviewing Justin Jefferson and T. Higgins.
There's other guy, Jalen Reagor. Yeah, they got some guys they're looking at. I don't know who they're going to pick up.
I like Justin Jefferson. He's considered top 5 receiver. So
yeah, I haven't checked his bio out. Is he fast?
He's fast and he's good with his hands. So.
So
I like
magic word right there.
I like him. I like him in the first round, Ronbo. To be honest, so.
Everybody's gonna like him in the first round. Everybody's gonna like him in the first round. I think the 49ers are talking to him and looking at him because if he happens to fall, I don't know when they're going to trade their pick, but if they see where he's going to fall to 31, the 49ers may stay. They may not trade. If they're going to trade down, they may not trade down until the day of the draft.
I think that's what's going to happen. But, I mean, at the end of the day, this wide receiving supposedly for the draft is really, really deep. So I'm pretty sure we'll get either way a good receiver in the second or third round if we decide, to trade away the first round. But, hopefully Ronbo, I really just want an offensive weapon, so we can go downfield or whatever, So
4-3 and
keep the wide receivers young, get a Debo Samuel, George Kittle, Jalen Hurd, and maybe another stud.
That's right. And our offense will work better if we got that guy to take the top off. Santana, we're going to go, man. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'll be looking for you, okay?
All right, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Have a good night.
You too. Man. Hey, it's J1. Jay? Going in, Jay.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing, brother?
Jay, man, I'm sitting here, man. I'm tripping on. I thought I thought they'd already did up Marquise. I didn't know. But Marquise is still on the team. He's going to come in and compete in the offseason. And depending on how that goes, we'll see. Because we still need that top-end speed. But everybody has seen Marquise do a thing every year. And now they already had the baby. So this won't be a problem this year. But Marquise is
Correct.
very deeply
I think
rooted
that's
in
what
his
probably
family.
messed him up when he lost his child, man. I think you got to understand life is more bigger than football.
Oh,
and
hell yeah.
He probably, he probably had a lot going on as far as losing his child.
And
that
twice.
Probably deterred him from football.
I don't know how many of us could do that.
Exactly. That's very hard. You know what I'm saying? To lose a child and try to focus on football. And I hope he comes back stronger than ever because we do need that top speed.
Oh,
You're not even
it makes
joking.
all the
That will
difference in the
help
world.
out.
Yep.
Yeah, that will help out George Kittle. That will help out Kendrick Bourne. That will help out Debo Samuel. Because if they got to worry about somebody taking the top off, man, that's a lot for defense to just think. They got to think more than react. And then if they're thinking more than they're reacting, we're just going to be eating them up.
Because if that safety stands around there thinking he's going to outrace Marquise going downfield and go try to keep coverage, man, he going to be standing there. Boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ow!
And that and the other receiver's going to be able to eat. You know what I'm saying?
All day.
We need a top
you gotta
top
have it.
speed receiver. Yes. And I think I think that's what I'm saying. I think we're really good at receiver. I really do. I just I would hate to see Emmanuel Sanders go. I hope he give us a good deal as far as he wants to stay. Give us the the league minimum for veterans. Because he made his money. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the league for 10 years.
But, Jay,
he
question
made
on that.
his money.
Question on that, Jay. Who do you think would actually try to get? I see the Patriots, but beyond the Patriots, who else would want to take Emmanuel Sanders?
Man, really, I would say teams who are trying to win right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And, I would say
the Seahawks? Rams.
No, I don't think the Seahawks will get
Rams
him.
don't need nothing.
The Rams,
they got two receivers. They got three.
Yeah, and they're hurting financially. They can't get another.
I forgot.
They can't get another.
They got no money.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
What was I thinking?
They
okay. Who else?
I love it. Now I just wish the Seahawks could be the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like just blow.
And Jay, E-Man doesn't want to go to a team that ain't doing nothing. If you're not going anywhere, E-Man,
exactly.
I ain't about coming over here just to sit down and go to into 6th or 7th place.
Exactly. So I would just take the league minimum. You know what I'm saying? Play with, because he said how much he loves his organization. He likes Kyle. He likes John. You know what I'm saying? So, and he likes the team camaraderie. So, you know what I'm saying? Why not stay somewhere where you already close to being retiring here in a few more years? Stay here. You know what I'm saying? We got a good team, and bring everybody back and add some more pieces to what we got. Dude, we was few plays from winning the Super Bowl, and why go to another situation where you got to learn the offense, learn new teammates, learn a new organization when you already like this organization?
You're plugged in.
We are a top tier team.
Yeah.
You know, so I just feel like, I just like if Emmanuel Sanders would stay, because we need that veteran present. Every player we have are young, so we need that veteran player, except Marquise Goodwin. But even Marquise is still young. We need that veteran who could talk to the players and they could play better, because he's keeping them level-headed and letting them know, hey, be you, but at the same time, if you want to be great, it's okay to be mediocre. Look at Dante Pettis. You want to be mediocre, look what's going to happen to you. You're going to be on the sideline. If you want to play, this is what, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I still, and if you take your time, Jay, and one of you get a chance, count your receivers and see how many you got. You got about eight guys all of them, we're going to keep 6 max most likely, right? That's what I'm saying. This is where the limit comes in. And do the 49ers want to stay with Sanders? I think they do, but if there's just this rip-roaring badass in the draft falls to him, free agency's over before the draft, though.
I think the way we've been drafting, we're going to be drafting more on defensive side.
You think so?
Like,
because that's what
we'll
about
get like
last
a
year.
receiver here and there. But I'm thinking we're going to go with a defensive player because what would make this defense even more potent if we had another pass rusher or somebody on the top end of the who is a ball hawking.
Yes.
If we had a player back in the backfield who can ball hawk, dude, that's more turnovers, that's more possession for our offense to put points on the board.
Well, it's funny though. They were so good in the secondary last year. 49ers didn't give up. What we team that didn't give up anything over 20 yards for the longest time. So
exactly.
But that was because that front line defense and them schemes.
Yeah, that was the only thing we was missing is a ball hawking. Because if we had a ball hawking, we would have a few more interceptions in that Super Bowl. Because if we had another pass rusher, because D Ford,
don't get me started on D. Jay, you know what though? Here's the thing: Jimmy G still could have won that game. There's a little added maturity. We got him through this first year with Shanahan. Watch what happens next year. G's gonna own the league. I already see it. So the defense all has to be nearly as good as it was last year.
He's gonna start learning how to throw the ball away, and that's what I think he's gonna start doing.
He's going to make better reads.
He's going
better reads.
He got to make better reads. And he's got to learn how to throw the ball away once he's in trouble. He holds on the ball and he fumbles and just get down, live another down. And I think he's going to learn from that. I think Kyle's going to talk to him about it.
Plenty of experience on that. Jay, we got to roll, baby. Let me see tomorrow, though, Jay. Talk about Jay. Jay, I'm telling Jay we got to roll. Jay's already rolling. Jay, you got to give me the big toot. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, brother. See you, brother.
All right, fam. Oh, yeah. Where's it? Jay, you got to give me the toot. Oh, God, here he comes.
Son of a bitch, this math is just fucking stupid. Am I on? Oops. Hello?
This just in. Justin, come on in, man. We've been expecting you.
You see, I'm going to apologize for my language. I know we have a little kid in here. His name is Braden. I'm not sure if he listens. I apologize.
What?
It's just this college math, my man. It's tough.
Okay. Oh, God. Anyway, as you know, the concern tonight is about our wide receivers. And why were John and Kyle serious by immediately going into the combine, looking at wide receivers, chatting them up and everything else? Or are they kidding? They're not really going in that direction. They're playing the old rope-a-dope, huh? Go ahead.
Ronbo. We had this discussion about 5 months ago. I could go back to this discussion, send you a screen video. We had the discussion. You and me both agreed. No wide receiver in the first round, no matter what. No right receiver.
You don't have to get one in the first round. You can get one in the third or second. I understand this class is so deep with talent. You can get a wide receiver
I don't want one in the first
too.
round, Mike. I really don't. We need it. Like the other caller said, we need a ball hawker. We need a safety or a corner.
God, I've been accused of being a low-key Raiders fan. I think I threw up in my mouth on the wait on a second. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
I really don't want to defer a receiver. I understand this wide receiver group is really good.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I ain't scared about drafting a wide receiver in the first round. All of our receivers in the first round have either been like divas or just been fell out of bust. Michael Crabtree and A.J. Jenkins. And then Michael Crabtree held out of training camp, and then A.J. Jenkins, everybody knows what happened to him. I do not. I repeat, I do not want to hold my faith that this guy is going to beat, and we're probably going to be back in Sanders. I think everybody knows that. You don't just trade 2 picks and just let someone go. That's just
Justin,
stupid.
Your name is Justin, right? Justin, you know what? I think I can hire you on my scouting team because I really don't care. I hate it when my people come back to me and say they've got a wide receiver I should take a look at. Last time I took a look at a wide receiver, people in San Francisco are hating me like it can't even be measured. So, yeah, I like that idea. So, yeah, Justin, see, the thing is, John and Kyle know what they're doing, though. So that's the difference between John
just don't really like
and Trent.
A receiver, man.
You
I
know?
really don't. I really don't.
We got
like,
one in this.
I'm so dead set against this. I am so dead set against this. Like, this will, we do this. I will record. And I'm saying this right now. I will have a face reveal. I will record myself reacting to the freaking to the trade to the draft that we draft the receiver. That's how pissed off I'll be, okay? Because I do not want a wide receiver in the first round. I really don't. And I understand everybody's like, we need receivers. We need this. Here's the thing. Our wide receivers exploded when Manuel Sanders get back. You signed Manuel Sanders. You mentorship, that experience. He's a Super Bowl champion, if my mind not that. He came from Denver. He came from Pittsburgh. He has leadership skills. So right. I'm saying, why not bring back Emmanuel Sanders and roll with the receivers you got right now?
Nobody's arguing about that. We wonder if they can afford it, and Kyle's even wondering if he can afford it. He says he'd like to have Sanders back. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not about that. It's about practicality now, and you've got some people that have to be paid. George Kittle's going to get a large contract. It seems they're not going to wait until next year. They're going to try to work it out this year. DeForest Buckner is going to have his contract. You know, and contrary to popular opinion, everybody wants Eric Armstead back. Even those who don't like Eric Armstead, they even want him back.
I've said this again. He's not leaving. He's not leaving, man. He's from Sacramento.
But
he ain't going nowhere.
That's what I mean, though. We got a lot of money to be paid, and we can't keep everybody. Emmanuel Sanders comes back for something substantial. The 49ers say, what we can do is afford to give you $6 million. But listen, before you guys leave, we're going to pad it up with incentives that you wouldn't believe that are going to take you well over what a lot of receivers are getting. We're talking in excess of $12 million. But you're going to reach a few goals. We're going to make that easy for you. You're going to line that up, make it so he feels good about it. Don't disrespect him. And just explain to him why we're trying to go to the Super Bowl again. And you'd be pretty much instrumental in that effort. So we need to pay this in order to be able to keep this guy, and this guy. I think he'd understand.
I understand.
His agent wouldn't, but
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah.
And I think with the situation with Emmanuel is H factor. He's going to got like 3 more years left in him. The last time someone asked about it. So those 3 years, are essential. We don't know if Sherman's coming back. I don't know.
No, Sherman's coming back.
I'm hoping they move them safety. Because God help us. We need that. We need a.
You know what? One thing you do, they are going to try Sherman. Every team with a speedster next year is going to send him after Sherman. Listen, I got to tell you though, I have a feeling that's going to work in our favor. If every speed guy thinks he's going to come out and work a job on that thing that they did to Sherman, both Freeman, is it Devontae, was his last name Freeman? Anyway, both of them did the same move on Sherman. What I hope is people think the Stanford grad will still bite on that same play. Go ahead. And Sherman's going to be picking that thing off all day long. I'm looking forward to next year. One thing Richard Sherman will not be made is a fool of. He got fooled this last year, but I cannot see that happening again. What he lacks in speed, he makes up in intelligence. So I'm not worried about Sherman. So don't get real into what you saw in the playoffs and Super Bowl. That's not going to be a habit next year. Hopefully they do a try, but I don't see that.
I just want to say that our receivers at 31 don't really live up to the hype. Man, N'Keal Harry, everybody thought he was going to be a beast.
Yeah, N'Keal Harry, that's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, see, so there you go.
I agree.
So please understand that if we need a receiver, we'll probably take him late. Not in that first round, okay? We need a damn corner or safety.
Trent, is that you? Listen, we got to go, Justin.
Yeah.
We're out of time. But, I agree with you. First round picks are wide receivers. For some reason, there's some kind of a jinx. I don't know what it is. But
that's what I'm saying.
Happen.
Why would we want to jinx ourselves again? Why would we want to? Why would we want to deal with that headache? And who's he going to beat out? Who is he going to beat out? You got Richie. You got Richie. We'll continue this the other day, but you got. I just don't. Well, who is he going to be out? Like that's just.
Listen, you got to be careful because you lost a little credibility the other day, you and Solomon Thomas. But anyway,
I love my boy, man.
I know.
I love my boy.
And I got to respect that because the guys I'm crazy about, I defend them to the end too. So there you go, Justin.
Yeah.
You're all right, man. Give a fist bump.
All my leeway is saying I stay with my guys until they're off the team. Until he's off the team, I'm staying with my guy.
There you go. All right. All right, Justin.
And Trey, at least, and I'll say something to Trey. At least I'm not a Kirk Cousins fan. All right, have a good night.
But Trey's just a lightning rod for shots at him. Trey loves it though. All right, man. See you tomorrow. Guerrero, my God. He said, hey, have you heard from Roberto? Hey, ever since he had that stomach procedure, right? It's been a while since he hasn't called you. Oh, yeah, that's true. Roberto, where are you, Roberto? Fam, let me go down through here. Let me start at the top here. Seen a lot of fun stuff going down here. We already talked about the Sentinel says I agree. Bourne, we already did that too. Jay Tan says Kendrick Bourne. Jay, you may have went too far, but I like it. Jay Tan says Kendrick Bourne can be Terrell Owens light. real light. What am I laughing about? Kendrick is my dog. Yeah, he can. Yes. Trey from VA says we need a corner. Wake up and smell the coffee. Sherman has 1 year, if that, left. See, Trey in Big Show, but they just don't pull no punches, man. He says we need explosiveness downfield, and we do. And Jaguar. Is that Jaguar? Jaguar, yo. Hey, Jaguar, yo. 56 says Matt Breda, Emmanuel Mosley, Eman Sanders, Kendrick Bourne, Ronald Blair, all free agents. Yeah. Those guys you can offer them everybody except for Sanders. Yeah, they're not expensive. You can get all of them for less than $10 million. Except for Sanders, of course. I'm not sure what he's going for. And Jacob also says we need to draft a pass rusher because Ronald Blair is hurt. That's true. This is the thing that worries me the most. Blair and Taylor both with the ACLs and the free agents. D Ford ain't a full-timer, boy. But he's getting more than full-time mad money. And Armstead's a free agent. Yeah. But you can't replace all those guys with you can't Armstead and D Ford, you can't replace them in the draft, not this year. I mean, they got a couple of tough guys in there, but that's not enough to both Armstead and D Ford. That's a lot of talent. And Jose 5408 says, "Yo, we getting a ring this year because one reason, Eddie D coming back to run shit again. We had rings under him. Yeah, but you know what? It was a whole different setup back then. The CBA didn't limit teams. And actually, Eddie D and some other guys around the league were the reason why the cap came into place. Because the 49ers was going to dominate forever. Eddie D knew how to go get players, and he didn't care how much it cost. Cowboys, same thing. You know, we had a lot of teams that were dominant. You heard the same names every year because the league wanted parity across the league. So, all right, you guys getting the same, everybody winning, y'all winning the same teams every year. Parity time. Dollar for dollar tax. If you go over this right here, you go over that number, dollar for dollar. Owners, what? You're telling me if I spend $50 million in salary, I need to pay, if I pay $51 million in salary, I got to pay $51 million in tax? Did you read it again? Oh, so, you know, but the league wants, and it is, honestly, it does make the NFL more interesting if every team has a shot, depending on who's in your front office, depending on your coaching staff, depending on how well you can put a team together. It comes down to that. And if you can do that, you'll be a Super Bowl champion. Makes it hard, but that's the way it is. You know, Richard Sherman voted against it. I just saw the headline. I didn't read it yet. But Sherm, see, this is what worries about Sherm, see? Sherm voted against the owners. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do know being called in for a drug test twice within 2 weeks, or should I say as many weeks, is not normal. So the harassment of Richard Sherman speaking out and that thing about the coaches and things like that, and, you know, the honest to God truth is the owners don't like to be antagonized or questioned. So as soon as you start making waves, suddenly referees can't see. You know what? The Chiefs played a good game. I ain't going to lie. But I still know there's some very mysterious. Okay, let's not get into it because I'll go on for another hour. Fam, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll look for you tomorrow. We can talk some more football, Niners football. Yes. Can we get together instead of singing Kumbaya? Can we sing Ooh La La? Hit that like, will you please? And get ready to sing. Ooh la 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 la. Hey fam, see you tomorrow. Bye.